Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. This is actually the first turning I'm doing in 2021. I think the date's about the 15th of January, something like that, 15th, 16th, something like that. And what I'm going to do today, I'm just going to have a bit of fun today. I've got a bit of an offcut from the old Bar Humbug lot I did just before Christmas. And I've got a bit that's about 15 inches long by about 3 inches in diameter. I need to do a little bit more prep work on it, but it's roughly turned cylindrical. And I'm going to do an extremely long stemmed goblet. And as normal with most of my goblets, it might end up being an egg cup, but we'll see. I'll quickly show you the bit of wood and then you can see roughly what I'm up against. Right, there we have it. As I say, it's about 15 inches long, 3 inches in diameter. Basically I've just got to do a little bit more trimming off and then we can crack on and start getting it turned. Right, because of the length of the piece, I've put the old steady rest on. And that'll be kept on until all the work's been done to this point. I've never done anything this long goblet wise before, so I'm sure it'll snap off at some point. But unless you try, you don't know, do you? So first thing to do, I'm going to go down with a drill. It's about a 25mm Forstner, just to get some get the right sort of depth and for somewhere for the gouges to run into. So we'll start and see what happens. I'm going to start with a 3/8 bowl gouge, start chewing away at the edges, and then I'll go to the hollowing tool, I think, and just clean it up. And I've got about 730 RPM. Let's see what happens. Right, get that sanded, I think. Sanded and sealed. The wood is quite damp, so I would imagine a couple of weeks after it's actually finished, it'll be all sorts of shapes, I reckon. Right, what's on there actually? No, I've just sanded the inside down to 240 I'm going to put some sanding sealer on there, and I shall do a bit more sanding later. And I want to get the sanding sealer well into the grain if I can. Right, let that flash off for a bit. Okay, well, it's all done and finished off on the inside there, which I'm going to anyway. Just make a start on the outside. The idea will be to follow the taper. I'll have to keep a close eye on that with the thingy, gaugey thingy, whatever it is. These things. Well, that'll be the end of that then. Well, that could have ended better. I did say earlier on it might end up being an egg cup, and I think the problem there is the wall got a little bit too thin. Right, so we'll carry on and we'll go for a slightly shorter long stem goblet. Okay, here we are, back to square one, a slightly shorter long stem goblet. I've got a block of wood in there just acting as a support, not any pressure on it as such. So all we need to do now is to put a couple of marks where I don't want to be going too far. So we'll pull at the base, and the rest of that can be hacked away. Well, that's enough of that. I'll get some 120 on the go. Give it a rub down, see what the score is. It's nothing like what I intended, but and it's a rough old bit of wood as well. But, and it's a big but, that's what we've got, so there we are. Right, that's all rubbed down to 400 grit. I'm going to put a couple of coats of sand and sealer on and then go from there. Well, it's had 2 coats of cellulose sanding sealer, and I'm just going to put some wood wax 22 on it. Quite a lot of wood wax 22 by the looks of it. So it's not exactly what I intended at the start of this little venture. But I suppose that's the beauty of wood turning. Everything is there's nothing set in stone, or wood as the case may be. It can all be very variable, and one little slip can make the difference between what you want to make and what you end up making. Which in my case is pretty normal really. Fluid, that's the word I'm after. Wood turning is a very fluid pastime. Well, there we have it. A short long stem goblet. I'll just part that off and go from there. There we go. I'll just go and finish that off on the bench and show you the finished article. Alright folks, here we go, all finished up. It's finished in wood wax 22 and it is made of leylandi, and this literally is firewood. It's not a piece of wood that's in the firewood pile by accident. This actually is firewood. It's what everybody uses it for, and yet it's turned out like that, which, as I said before, it's not exactly what I was aiming for, but it's still certainly a nice piece. Oh, it's a nice piece as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, there we have it. I'd like to definitely thank all of my subscribers, all old and new. Numbers seem to be swelling, so I'm very grateful for that, and thank you very much. And I'd also like to wish you, slightly belated, a happy new year, and let's hope things start to sort themselves out. Thanks very much for watching. Bye for now.